because it's best for the baby. You don't have to buy formula, which is nice. And it's the right temperature. It's got everything she needs already. I don't have to try to figure out a formula that's gonna settle well with her stomach or anything like that. So it was just kind of, your body's made to do it. So if you can, why not do it, kind of thing.
Immediately after delivery, which is kind of a whirlwind of everything going on in itself, we were nursing, and the staff was extremely supportive. Brookings health system in general is extremely supportive of nursing. That was the other thing I was adamant on, of vaginal delivery and nursing. So they told me exactly what I needed to do. They didn't sugarcoat anything, really delivering on their messages, really confident in the way things are done. And I listened to that advice, and I haven't had a single problem with nursing, which has been fantastic. I feel really blessed for that.
So in hospital, we had lots of good help from nurses for breastfeeding. Similarly, they gave me some idea about Breast Café. There is a Breast Café there, Breastfeeding Café in the hospital itself. So we can go every day, every Tuesday evening. So I went there first week and every following week, and so we could weigh her and then breastfeed her, again weigh her, so how much she eat during that time. So it was really wonderful, and they help us with any issues regarding breastfeeding or any issues with me. So this has been a great help. I'm going almost regular, sometimes in case I can't meet otherwise. Yeah, this has been a great help.
I love Baby Café. I try to go every week. Some weeks it doesn't happen, but I try to get there a couple times a month. Just because it's great to be surrounded by other women who are kind of going through that whole same experience of breastfeeding a child, because it's not really the easiest thing to do in the world. And especially for me, especially going back to work and then having to go through that experience of trying to pump at work and then feed baby, and I would just have these major panic attacks because I was like, oh my gosh, is there enough? Is the baby gonna starve? And so it was really awesome because I go there, and Charlotte, one of the lactation consultants, she actually came and saw me when I was in the hospital, on a whim. I'd asked some questions, and the nurse was like, oh, well, Charlotte will be here. And Charlotte came and saw me that same day, which was a huge kind of relief because not many women in my family have actually gone through the experience of breastfeeding. And if they did, it was for a very short period of time. So, and it was, 30 years ago. So they're like, we don't know. So she came and saw me right away when I was still in the hospital, and I was, encouraged by her, and then also by babies, Claire's pediatrician, you should go do this because this is will help you keep on track, and if you have questions, then that's the place to answer them.
My nursing goal is make it a year. I think that's what they suggest, so we're gonna make it a year and see what happens. And as you progress in nursing, things slow down, especially when the solid foods kind of come into play and stuff like that. Things naturally slow down, so just kind of see where it ends up, because it's just one of those month to month, you're not really sure where it's going to go kind of thing. Feel lucky that it's working out, and hope for the best, do all that you can. So
that was one thing the nurses told me before I left, was about the New Beginnings Breastfeeding Café, and I decided to go. I think it was 2 weeks after Indy was born. Once you get to the point after your 1 week appointment that you go back and they do a weight check, it's just really nice to know that they're still growing and everything's still going well. So I've gone there quite a few times, and it is so nice. The Breastfeeding Café is such a great support group. There's other moms there that you can sit and talk with and get to know, and they're in the same phase of life, not sleeping, trying to figure out this feeding thing. It's really nice to just have that kind of support. And the nurses there are wonderful. They're so helpful. They'll help with any questions that you have and check for latch and do weight checks, and just make sure that you feel like you're leaving confident about feeding your baby. So it's been a great experience to go there.